Welcome back, everyone. It's time for us to do some chocobo racing. You new?
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Esther. You're looking pretty as usual.
Thanks. Let me introduce you, Cloud. This is Joe, one of the top chocobo jockeys.
Nice to meet you, Cloud. If you're with Esther, then...
Right, he's an up-and-coming jockey. He's only been down here for a day and already he made it up here.
What? Oh, I see. So, what did you do down there? Sorry, you're not supposed to ask about the past here. Pretty interesting. I have a feeling that we'll meet again. Then until we meet again, Cloud.
I'm gonna go check on the chocobo. You just wait here for a while.
Alright, so we're getting ready to do the chocobo race. Since we took care of dying last time, now we just have to win a chocobo race to earn our freedom. So not too hard. Not too hard a requirement, especially since we learned last time how to do it.
The race will start in a few moments. Will the jockeys for the next race enter the paddock? I repeat.
So you gotta wait until these guys all get in here. And pretty soon we can start up the chocobo race. Now, this is a mini game that you'll be able to do later on in the game. In fact, we're going to be doing it.
Cloud! Thanks for waiting. I registered you in the next race. This is a chocobo I prepared myself. You won't lose easily. Oh yeah, you know how to ride one?
Yeah, we got the tutorial last time.
Then good luck.
You guys don't have to worry about it. I know what I'm doing. Especially since I'm going to have to do a lot of this later. So a nice little racing mini game to take your mind off of things. So happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. And welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. As we chocobo race for our freedom. Because, of course, we can do that. For me, it's just been a busy week, and I'm actually getting ready to finish things up so I can take a few days off. Yay! That's the way things go. Yeah, as you guys can kind of tell, this is really not too difficult. I actually did have a couple of attempts before this one, but this was the good attempt, and by then, it wasn't too hard. So, as you can see, we have a stamina gauge. You can do this automatic. I don't recommend it because the chocobos will burn themselves out. But you do have a stamina gauge. If you run out, then you become basically slow as a snail. We don't have to worry about that, though. I'm not even half stamina, and I'm already at the end of the race. And this is the short track. There's actually a longer track than this. There we go. Yay! We win! We're free! Because that's how it goes.
Congratulations. Now you're home free. Oh yeah, the owner told me to give this letter to you when you won.
Okay. Boy, if you're reading this letter, then you must have won, and won a victory that I'm sure you earned. I heard about dying from Esther. Now that you're victorious, I promise that you and all your friends will get a full pardon, and you will all be set free, because we can't continue the story unless you are. And also, by way of apology, I prepared a little gift for you to use on your journey. Oh, sorry I couldn't be there to tell you this in person, but I'm a very busy man. Sincerely, Dio. A gift?
Cloud, isn't this great? The assistant manager just stopped by and dropped off a buggy for you.
Oh. Okay.
Now you can go over deserts and rivers, no problem. Okay, Cloud, I'll be waiting outside.
Letter continues. P.S. I just recently met Sephiroth. He must have a lot of fans with boys your age. Why don't you get his autograph? It seems he's headed towards south of the river, towards Gongaga. Okay, so now we have the next direction to go. Sephiroth.
I guess this is goodbye. Yeah, well, if you ever get your own race chocobo, come back again. I'll take care of your registration and everything. I'll see you again.
Alright, so thankfully we are kind of done with this little arc. We're gonna go ahead and pick our pate members. It doesn't really matter at this point because I actually do need to take a grinding break before we can continue on. Yes, I'm gonna end the part at 6 minutes, guys. No, that's not how it works. How to drive the buggy, press the OK button to get on, castle button to get off. Buggies can cross shallow rivers and deserts. So yay, we have our first method of transportation aside from chocobo in the game. You get this little buggy, and you can use it to move things along. Now, the unfortunate part is, the buggy, you will still get encounters. Later on, you will get other methods of transportation that will take encounters out of the equation. But unfortunately, not so much for the buggy. So you guys will notice the transition. Yeah, I did a quick grinding break before we take off for Gongaga to help take care of the issues there, as well as figure out where Sephiroth went from there. So here is Gongaga, and you can already tell that this is a very broken kind of area. It actually used to be where a Mako reactor was, until it blowed up. But hey, that's alright. We don't care about that. Someone there?
Hey, Rude. Who do you like? What are you getting so embarrassed about? Come on, who do you like?
Tifa.
That's a tough one. But poor Elena, you...
No, she likes Sang.
I never knew that. But Sang likes that ancient.
Inappropriate. What are they talking about?
It's so stupid. They always talk about who they like or don't like. But Sang is different. Oh no!
You're an idiot.
They're here! They're really here!
Uh-huh.
Then it's time. Rude, don't go easy on them even though they're girls.
Don't worry, I'll do my job. Seriously, Tifa could Super Saiyan punch you guys into a wall.
Then we're counting on you. I'll report to Sang. It's been a while. Payback time for what you did in Sector 7.
Sector 7?
I don't like being taken for a fool.
That's as far as you go. And yeah, round 2 with Reno and Rude. People might remember we took on Reno in Midgar. We have not really taken on Rude, so this is an addition, but it's Reno round 2. And we're off to just an amazing start. That's okay. We don't really care. We have huge summons that we can now use. And actually one we acquired in the Chocobo race booth. And that would be the summon Ramu. And the sad part about that materia is you don't get access to that room again. So if you don't grab it, you lose it. And you also lose an option later on in the game, so make sure you grab the Ramu materia. It's a little helpful. So usually this is the point where I kind of treat this like a podcast and whatnot and go into updates for the channel and also updates on games I'm playing or whatever. I don't really have too many. I mean, I've already put up a couple of videos already. We have a bunch of World of Warcraft content, basically finishing up the Wrath of the Lich King dungeons in Dungeons and Dragons. We may be retreating, but we're still victorious. We killed Reno. That didn't take too long. Oh, and we took care of Rude. And then we also did put up 2 Tales of Drakfu, Kingdom Hearts parts, and that's been pretty much it. I will admit, though, later on today, you will be getting a Diablo part, and tomorrow, you're going to be getting a double review.
How could they know we were coming here?
It's a good question.
They followed us, but there weren't any signs of it. That means...
someone's been informing them.
I don't even want to think that there's a spy. I trust everyone.
So there's a possibility there's a mole in our party that is telling the Shinra where we're going. And the events are kind of interesting in the fact that, so this has been happening at least for a little while, so we have 2 potential party members that could be informing to the Shinra. Yuffie and Katesith. I mean, technically you could say, like, Tifa's been a mole this entire time, but do you really think that's the case? Probably not. Red 13, probably not. Eris, not really likely. Do you see the problem with that logic? Yep, so we do have a mole. We don't know who it is. I guess we'll find out as we go. But like I said, you're going to be getting a double review, so I'm going to be taking on a review that I should have done a while ago, but unfortunately had a lot of difficulties with it. So you're just going to get a vlog review for it. Oh, and look at that.
A ruined reactor.
And as you can see, all the people here are not living good lives. Probably because of the Mako reactor explosion. Welcome to Gongaga. So yeah, you're going to get an old review, and then also I'm going to get a brand spanking new game out of the way, at least a couple of weeks old. So at least we can be able to cover 2 birds with 1 stone.
Hey, did you want to buy something?
No, of course not. Why would I want to buy anything? So yeah, you're gonna get a double review, and I'm gonna let those go up when they go up, and that'll be tomorrow. So you guys have that, and unfortunately no vlogs this week. I was hoping to get Defender Season 1 done, but I've been very busy with everything else I'm doing. So I will hopefully get it up in the next couple of weeks, and then we can move on to Voltron Season 4, which should be out literally this Friday. Friday the 13th. Gee, many Christmas. Friday the 13th is happening in October. Wish I could count how many times on my hand that's happened in my life, but oh well. As far as games I've been playing, not really a whole lot aside from Drak tries games and things like that. Games for reviews, but I don't really want to get into those opinions here. I know that irritates a few people, but it's a conscious decision. I'd rather give you guys my informed opinion when I've reviewed the game. And there we go. So, but you'll be getting a lot of that because, as you guys know, I am very backed up on the review process, and I'm going to be doing everything within my power to get caught up in these next few weeks so that we can stay caught up for the rest of the year. And we have a little bit of a scene here.
You a traveler? Hey, wait, that glare in your eye. Are you in Soldier?
Oh, you're right. Don't you know anything about our son? Or is it, do you know anything? Translation error.
His name is Zach.
It's been close to 10 years since he left for the city, saying that he didn't want to live in the country.
He left saying he's going to join Soldier. You ever hear of a Zach in Soldier? I don't know.
Zach.
Young lady, you know him?
I remember he wrote us 6 or 7 years ago saying that he had a girlfriend. Could that have been you?
That can't...
Uh-oh.
Eris.
So basically they kind of repeat themselves, but this is something that you'll want to take note of if you're a brand new to Final Fantasy VII. Eris.
What a shock. I didn't know Zach was from this town.
You know him?
Didn't I tell you? He was my first love. Zach, soldier first class. Same as Cloud.
Strange. There aren't that many who make first class, but I've never heard of him.
That's alright. It's all in the past now. I was just worried because I heard he's been missing.
Missing?
I think it was 5 years ago. He went out on a job and never came back.
Huh. Interesting.
He loved women, a real ladies' man. He probably found someone else. Hey, what's wrong?
So this is another relationship moment where you can gain rep with Eris, but I don't care.
I don't really mind. I don't really mind that I haven't heard from him, but I feel for his parents. Let's go, Cloud.
Okay, so... interesting scene. We might want to keep note of that for later, but let's go check out that reactor. But before that, let's grab the Death Blow materia, so now we have additional command materia we can work with. And by additional command materia, I mean materia that will take literally forever to level. Because it takes forever to level a command materia, it really does. Even the enemy skill, I have a feeling a few people are going to bring that one up. Oh, the enemy skill doesn't take that. No, it does. It does. It's its own unique way of being able to do it, because you have to go and get the skills. There we go. So yeah, back onto things I play. I really haven't been able to play anything. It's actually been kind of difficult for the last couple of weeks to take any kind of vacation time. That's why I'm kind of looking forward to the next podcast week. I can just focus on the podcast, maybe even get a little bit of rest in the meantime. But yeah, also, I am going to be getting a lot of reviews out in the coming months, so just to get things caught up. A ruined reactor. So just be aware of that. And we have visitors. Scarlet, head of Shinra Weapon Development. Also, we might remember her from the Corel cutscene, so she was dealing with Barrett's hometown, too.
This isn't any good either. You only get junky materia from junky reactors. This reactor's a failure. What I'm looking for is big, large, huge materia. You seen any?
No, I haven't seen it. I'll get on it right away.
Oh, please. We could make the ultimate weapon if we only had some.
I just can't wait.
With Hojo gone, the weapon development's been getting a bigger budget.
I envy them.
But even if we make the perfect weapon, could that stupid Heidegger even use it? Oh, sorry, I forgot Heidegger was your boss.
Yeah, I'd be silent right now, too.
Let's go.
Big, large, huge materia. Ultimate weapon. Perfect weapon. Just what are the Shinra up to? It doesn't look like that, but that actually will point out to something later on. So keep a mental note of that. That's basically going to be the episode title, I think, here. Just keep a mental note. Gongaga is simply kind of here to strengthen the story a little bit. You can actually skip Gongaga if you want to and bypass the next town. It doesn't necessarily make too much of a difference. But it does have that additional lore, especially for those who are fans of Final Fantasy VII, especially of a certain character. There you go. So we were able to get that to you guys. Now, I actually do want to address a question that I've been getting. I want to say I've got at least 2 or 3 times this year concerning the Final Fantasy parts as well as the Kingdom Hearts parts on why we just upload 1 video a week. It's simply because of backlog. I want to be able to have a backlog just in case, you know, crap hits the fan. But I'm not against the idea of actually putting up more videos if I have a big enough backlog. So if I get a big enough backlog, guys, you might actually get a double dose of Kingdom Hearts or a double dose of Final Fantasy VII. I'm always open to that concept, but I do try to keep at least a certain amount. I'm not going to say how much, but it's, well, bare minimum at least like 4 or 5 weeks, just in case crap hits the fan and I got to go take care of stuff. That way I don't have to worry about too much, especially if, because here's the thing, uploading a video versus recording it is a little bit easier on a schedule with a little bit of an emergency. Because I can't exactly, you know, make time to record on an emergency. So it's not out of the question, and it might actually start happening once I get enough of a backlog. I know that me and Andrea have actually been recording Kingdom Hearts pretty madly. So then at that point, if we get past a certain point, yeah, I'm going to start doubling up on the episodes until we get to that, you know, 4-week backlog. And that way you guys can get additional parts if you want them. But I also have other things in store because I've also been recording the next Gaming with the Geeks. And some people have been asking for it for a while. There's something shiny back there. Reach for it. Now we have the Titan materia, even more summons. So, I have no problem spoiling this because it's going to be coming out soon. I'm not going to say the game, but I will say that it is with Alex the Shadow Blazer as well as Stephen Romney. So if you know the what the trio of us actually recorded, then you're going to be perfectly fine. You're going to be fine. If you don't, then you guys will be shocked and surprised when you actually see it. And strangely, I'm okay with that. So I've got plenty of other content that's going to be coming out. I know a few people are still kind of irritated with the changes in schedule, so you're going to get some new stuff. But, yeah, unfortunately, I think the schedule's here to stay, at least until things kind of die down and I can make the schedule work a little bit better. Also, the other thing to consider is that if you haven't seen the climate on YouTube kind of shapes a lot of decisions on my end. Especially since, I mean, I love doing my channel and I love my community. I can't begin to say that enough. But it isn't exactly paying the bills. It isn't exactly paying for food. Whereas all of the other stuff that I do, like podcasting and even some voiceover work, does pay the bills. And so the priority has to be there. And speaking of that, somebody actually did ask, why don't you link your voiceover stuff on YouTube? It's not because I'm trying to hide it. Actually, this isn't going to sound like a good enough excuse. I actually didn't think of it. I literally saw that in a private message. I'm like, huh, I didn't think about that. So that's on me. Hopefully in the next little bit, I'll put a little note in the about section with my voiceover info. If you guys want to contact me for voiceover work, you are more than welcome to, and I'll work with you as best I can. But I'm obviously on a schedule, so you guys can, hopefully you guys can work with me, and I'll work with you. Have your people call my people. That's the way it goes. But I'll definitely put that up. And then the podcast, there's actually going to be a big update because all 3 podcasts now have RSS feeds. So I want to just do one big video that showcases them all. So you guys know where to go to be able to support them, because I know there are fans of all 3, fans of just 2 of them, fans of just 1. So I want to make sure you guys can go to the places you want to go. And to answer the question once again, because I still get it, will the third podcast you've been alluding to ever make it to YouTube? No. It is strictly a podcast feed, so you guys have to go there. And Why We Geek will still go on YouTube. So even though there is an RSS, don't worry about that. That's going to go ahead and do it for us this week. So when we get back next week, we will venture forth past Gongaga to our next destination.